Hey everybody and welcome in. Happy Saturday. We got in the chat. Yvette, welcome in. Pretty Face Gorgeous, welcome in. Yaya Studio TV. Um Jackie, welcome in. And thank you for the 20 jewels. Hold on, let me pull the
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
I appreciate it. Um Y'all, it's a lot going on today. Well, a lot going on last night, I should say, bleeding over into today. Um, I want to say I've covered everything as far as like what happened last night, the trip to the Burberry store, the Dodgers game with Junior, the argument, them separating from each other, whatever the case may be. So today we're gonna go over um Blueface going home to Nevaeh. Basically, all Blueface did was go home and start acting like Chrisean when he got home with Nevaeh. So we're gonna go over that, and then we're gonna go over Chrisean's. I think I only have one of just clips from one of her live streams. I want to say it's just one, the one where she has the white outfit on. And Chrisean, I noticed that she's live right now, or she was just recently live. But it's like Chrisean is this is like her 4th, I don't wanna say it's her 4th live, her 4th time going live since last night, and she acts like none of us were there and seen what happened between her and Blueface. Like, there wasn't any moments that her and Blueface were off camera or anything like that. Um, we know what happened, we can see what happened, all that, and for some reason, Chrisean feels the need to keep going live and explaining her side of what happened and lying about a lot of it. For some reason, she's acting like we didn't see it. I don't know. That's crazy to me though, but we're gonna go over it. Um Then she's talking about he like ass hate, but she been eating it. Yeah, that's the thing. Krishan, she wants to try to expose Blueface for some reason, but she's with everything that he's doing. And she has been for a minute. So I don't know why she feels like she gets to come out and talk about what he's doing behind the scenes as if she's not with it and she's not also contributing to it. Um she is definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. We we saw it up close and personal last night. She does need to be in the mental hospital, absolutely. Um Someone saying would be embarrassed. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. But she feels no embarrassment whatsoever about anything she does. I don't think Krishan has the capability to feel embarrassment, honestly. But let's go ahead and get into the clips. We shouldn't be here for too long. I think maybe like an hour and a half or so, something like that. I don't have like a whole lot today. But let's go ahead and get started with Blueface and Nevaeh.
It gets to a point where you guys gotta understand when females get upset, they'll say anything at this point. Like, oh, tell them how you like to get your ass ate. So you eat ass? No. So how am I get what? What the fuck are you talking about? Tell them how many bodies you got. How many bodies I got? How many bodies you got? None. I'm gonna get you smoked though. I'm gonna smoke you. Oh, you smoke niggas? No. Oh, you get niggas smoked? No. I'm gonna be the first nigga you smoke? No. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Bitches are slow, okay? Like, what the fuck? Shout out to Marina RT2 for the sub. Chat, I don't think you understand. I've been in prison with grown men locked in a cell. Nigga. I'm not scared of no bitch. Lock me in a cell with a bitch. School crib. It's a no-brainer. Who's gonna come out breathing? What the fuck? I'm not no Square, regular nigga. Finna take your threats and be like, oh my god. Bitch. The fuck? Schoolyard crib. It's 101 Dalmatian. Anyways, enough about that, though. It's 101 Dalmatian. Anyways, enough about that, though. Child, I'm gonna give you the prediction for this hoe and her weekend. She's gonna go do an interview tomorrow. She's gonna say a bunch of dumb shit, spiteful shit, disrespectful shit, right? Then she's probably gonna stream with some nigga and try to make it like I give a fuck. And then she's gonna go back home and say I chased her around and try to hang out with her, and that's how I ended up hanging out. This shit's getting too predictable at this point. School crib. In that order. That's exactly what she's gonna do, in that order. Go do an interview tomorrow, talk crazy, link up with another nigga, stream, make it look like I'm supposed to give a fuck. Then she's gonna go home and say I'm mad because she's streaming with the next nigga and this and that. What the fuck? Like, this shit is getting too predictable at this point.
So y'all heard Blue, and we can't disagree because I mean, low key for real, he wasn't wrong because all day today, Chrisean has been just talking about him. That's all Chrisean's day has consisted of so far, is talking about Blueface and acting like she's his victim or something. And we, of course, haven't seen the Jason Lee interview or anything yet, but even though we're gonna get to Chrisean, right? But she claims that she wasn't gonna go on Jason Lee and talk about Blueface, but she's been talking about nothing but Blueface all day. So I'm positive that the Jason Lee interview was no different. Because Chrisean really doesn't have anything else to talk about with Jason Lee besides Blueface. Nobody wants to hear anything about her fake boxing deals or anything like that. Besides that, she literally does not have anything to talk about besides Blueface and Junior and whatnot. That's it. So what else could you be going on Jason Lee to talk about? Let's go ahead and get into him and Nevaeh though, and then I think I got like 3 clips of him and Nevaeh, and then we're gonna get into the rest of the stream is Chrisean.
I mean, I've seen what they seen today. I've seen the clips, but I enjoyed my day. I had a good dinner with my people, and
Where's your mom?
She's upstairs.
Tell her to come down here.
She's laying down.
She's not sleeping. Tell her to come down here.
Oh no, she is.
She's not sleep.
Do you not know what time it is? My mom's old. She's not old, but she's older.
Why you ain't say she was sleeping? So she was laying down.
Laying down is like sleeping, basically.
So if I go up there, she's gonna be asleep.
Would you like to go up there?
I'm asking you.
Yes, because when I was just looked at her, she was.
Do a confessional. I'll be right back. If she's not asleep,
Can you get my purse?
you're a liar.
Well, I just seen her sleep. Bodine seen her sleep, so I don't care. Chat, can never win for losing with this guy. This guy is a mess. It's kind of annoying as fuck. Cringe. But I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I'm not 4 centimeters dilated. I don't know where that came from. That's a fucking lie. I'm comfortable though. I feel good. I had a good doctor's appointment today. Baby shower is Sunday, which is today's already Saturday, so I had bad heartburn today. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say to you guys. Was she up?
What do you think?
Was she?
What do you think?
Well, she was sleeping with me and Bodine.
Yeah, you're just a liar. I keep telling you about that
Wasn't
shit.
Grandma
Stop
asleep?
doing that shit.
Yes, Grandma was asleep.
Okay, she wasn't when I just went there.
Okay,
So
well, do you
before
want to
you
argue with me
say
about
that,
it?
you should just be like, let me go check.
When
Before
I
I
looked
look
in
like
her, she was laying down.
she's not asleep.
Well, she's not asleep now. Bodine probably woke her the fuck
Okay.
up.
Well, to my knowledge, she was never asleep.
Okay, that's fine. Because she was slumped in the fucking car heading here.
None of that matters to me. She was never asleep.
Do you want to argue about my mom?
No, I want you to
I feel like that's what you want to do.
You just made me. Why do I gotta walk upstairs?
Well, you walk and got superior.
I sleep in the same bed with you. Why can't I trust that you say something that's what it is? I don't gotta walk upstairs and
check.
check.
Are you trying to argue? Okay, let me call my mom.
I'm trying to.
The woman was just fucking asleep. I'm just so confused.
Man.
Let me call my mom.
I'm trying to.
The woman was just fucking asleep. I'm just so confused.
Man. Girls are so dumb. You guys are so dumb.
I'm dumb.
Why do I have to walk all the way upstairs to find out if you're lying or not?
He's trying to call me a lot. Weren't you just fucking asleep?
Yeah.
He's trying to. Oh, okay. Podine came and wake you up. Now he's trying to call me a fucking liar because I said you were asleep.
Bodine just told him that.
So this is what I meant when I said Blueface just went home to basically act like Chrisean with Nevaeh. Because I'm having a hard time seeing why it is that Blue is making an issue out of Nevaeh's mom being asleep. And he's calling her a liar and blah blah blah. Why does it matter? If he went up there and she was asleep, then she was asleep. If he went up there and she was awake, then she was awake. And then now she's on the phone saying that she was in fact asleep, that she was absolutely asleep and Bodine woke her up. And Blueface is acting like Nevaeh is in there trying to set him up or something. He wasn't asking all these questions with Chrisean an hour or so ago when she was clearly trying to set him up. But now he's with Nevaeh and it's like her mom being asleep is an issue. Or her mom being awake is an issue because Nevaeh said she was supposed to be asleep. Like he literally just went home to gaslight Nevaeh and fuck with her for no reason because he got into it with Chrisean. So now he's mentally thrown off, I guess. I don't know, but this whole interaction was just unnecessary to me. I don't really see like what the point of this was on Blueface's part at all.
He woke me up. He might not have heard.
What the fuck? And trying to sit here and call me a lie to my face by saying that you were asleep. I guess.
What did I say before I walked out the door?
I'm such in the wrong.
What did I say before I walked out the door?
From what I seen, my mother was asleep, y'all.
What did I say when I walked out the door?
I really don't have time to argue with somebody.
We're not arguing.
No, you are. You're calling me names. Like,
Man, you playing games.
I
Go back to bed.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah. What? You just came up here to be annoying? You just came here to be annoying? You just came
Why
in the
did you
kitchen
bring him in here?
eavesdropping because they're awake. He saw me. He said, pick up me, Jones. What do you mean? Nobody's sleeping.
Are you okay?
No. I'm tired of liars. I'm tired of liars.
Is it really that deep?
It's that deep. What?
I didn't know that.
I can't trust you to say one thing.
Oh my God. Hey, Chad. He just got into it with somebody and he comes back and projects that on me. And I'm starting to see this, okay? I clearly just came in here with just
chilling.
Here comes
manipulation.
I just came in here chilling. You're trying to manipulate me, though. I came in here just chilling. I got you a burger from In-N-Out.
You didn't come in here just chilling. I had to hear you eavesdropping in the next room.
Yeah, and I didn't want to interrupt your confession.
And then when you came in here, I asked you a question. You sounded so sure. And when I walked out the room, I said, if she's awake, you're a liar.
Okay, Jonathan.
I warned you. What the fuck?
I don't know where you're trying to get at with this. I really don't know where you're trying to get at with this.
Whatever. That's my last time believing anything you said. Because I told you about this shit in the bed yesterday.
Sleep. Whatever.
told
Okay,
you.
hey, chat.
You should have went up there and
My
checked.
mom, when I looked at my mom, her eyes were fucking
Should have went up there
closed.
and checked.
And I brought my ass downstairs to see what the fuck he was doing. That's about it, okay? I heard everybody was in the house, okay? Brought my ass downstairs, sat right there, did not interrupt his confession, and was about to turn my ass around and go back upstairs. And he said, I know that's you. I brought my ass in. Oh my God. Like, shit.
Gummy bear. Gummy bear.
I did have a little attitude. You were talking dirt on my name? You showed her I was out with Chrisean?
She's seen it. It's everywhere. She has Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
And what you said, you probably milked her like, yeah, he always does this. The month of my birth and the baby shower weekend.
Oh yeah, she called.
Yeah, I know you good for a good guilt trip ass sob story.
No. See, why would you even have him come down when he was perfectly fine where he was at? So
that's the domino effect of you lying and making me go.
That's not a lie. You know that nigga was up. He's always.
I should never have to walk upstairs.
So
what the fuck? You should have just said I don't know. I don't know if she's up. Last time I checked, she was asleep.
Oh my God.
That sounds better than no, she's asleep. If I go up there right now, she gonna be asleep. Yeah, she gonna be asleep.
So,
because there's gonna be some serious shit going on. I'm not gonna be able to believe you.
Oh my mom, are you fucking shitting me?
If you would lie about some bullshit that, imagine
my mom,
shit.
She's seen the shit. Everybody was tagging her on TikTok, and she's looking at me, and she's like, and while we were at the dinner table, is working. No, I'm talking about it.
If you tell your son my business and I come home and he like, no, pick up me, Johns. I can only imagine what you're gonna tell a 50-year-old woman with a brain that you could actually.
She has a phone.
That will.
She can see everything.
It takes more than a phone.
I'm not telling shit. I told her what you told me this morning. I definitely did.
Why would you tell her what I told you this morning?
Because you're willing to fucking try to sit up and tell them and be like, well, I already told you you was with the bitch.
I'm gonna tell my mom what you be saying. See how you like it.
You don't even talk to her.
Okay. I am now. I'm gonna tell her that everything you be saying. And when she use it against you,
I don't care. My mom's not gonna use it against you. She still accepts you. She's not talking shit to you.
She had a little attitude.
No, that's her face. What was she doing? What'd she do? Tell me what she did.
Bro, I'm an excellent reader.
What'd she do?
I can judge energy, read energy before you.
What'd she do?
Before you do what you about to do next, I can see it.
Can you tell me what she did?
I just told you she did.
She just had a stank face. Yeah.
I just said she had an attitude.
Well,
why would I fly somebody else for them to have an attitude? She could have stayed at home for that shit.
I'll call her and tell her.
Yeah, tell her. Tell her go home.
No.
Tomorrow.
No.
Tell her. Tell her I'm tired of her already. Fuck. Women are crazy, Chad. Women will have you spend your money and think that you could act like it's just like it's a free ride or something.
So y'all hear Blueface, and this part was crazy to me. Nevaeh is about to go into labor any day now, and Blueface is telling her to tell her mom to go home because he feels like Nevaeh's mom has been talking about him. Like you should be talked about. You should be talked about. Absolutely. I don't get it at all. But anyway, y'all see it. Blueface mad, whatever happened with him and Chrisean, and he comes home and takes it out on Nevaeh. And for real, Nevaeh's mom too, because there was a bunch of other clips that went along with this, but I just wanted to show like the meat and potatoes of it basically. But this was a whole situation here. And I might go back and do an actual like standalone video on it. But yeah, this was a whole situation. Blueface and Nevaeh's mom ended up having words, not like serious words or anything like that, but Nevaeh's mom ended up apologizing to him, and all kinds of shit happened with it. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go ahead and get into Chrisean. Like I said, I only have clips from the live where Chrisean has her little white suit, business suit, whatever you want to call it on. But this is just one of, I'm pretty sure it's been 4 lives at this point from Chrisean. Because she just cannot, she can't stop talking about this situation. But let's go ahead and get into the first clip.
Then he thinking like, I want to say other stuff, but I'm gonna wait to say that because he the type of person when he keep talking, I have to come with. So thank you for the galaxy. So chat, look. Then he want me to chase him. So this what happened. We in the car, right? We in the car. He keeps saying 24 hours. I keep saying we not doing it. We not doing it. So he put a song on. So he's trying to rage bait me for real. He put a song on to try to trigger me or whatever. I turn it off. Cause what? I'm gonna turn it off. Is either you gonna stop me from turning it off, I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not masculine. It's just the fact that I don't want to play by your rules. So I'm not masculine. I'm putting my boundaries down. I'm sticking up for myself. And you don't scare nobody. And I don't care to be with you. Like, I don't care to be with you. You know, like, people be desperate to be around people. I'm not desperate, bro. At all. Like, you feel me? So I start calling my ride. He get mad. Because he wanted to stream still. He wanted to stream. He like, I didn't pull up at this restaurant because I wanted to. I pulled up because you wanted to. No, you wanted to do a sleep stream. I said, this is how we gonna do it. We'll stream us eating and then end it. He said, all right, that's cool. That's cool. We gonna just, cause I'm still giving him what he want, but I have boundaries. Like, no, I don't want to sleep on no stream with you, boy. No. So then he tried to like basically gaslight me. But you do this with other people. You do this with other people. Chat, I don't do nothing with other people. I'm on my business, chat. I'm not on that with nobody like that. Like, you feel me? He tried to make me feel bad for sticking up for myself. Then he's just a little jealous. Like, okay, I didn't come out here for him. I came out here for business and court. You know what I'm saying? I love him. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. I do. Cool. But when it's time for you to go home, go home. You feel me? Like, we get out the car. I'm calling my ride. I'm not going in that restaurant. So when I walk in, this the other thing too, I don't have security either. So it's like, all right, I'm trying to say bye, but the car door locked. I gotta go pick up my car because I drove with him. So I had to go pick up my car. Then that's when he dropped the stuff off. Like, and he still kept stuff. He still kept stuff, chat. He got the paperwork from the DMV that I need for court. That's one. That's how I know this man is crazy. He be trying to play narratives and he's not slow. He playing slow. So he pulls back up. He brings me my wallet. This is my wallet, chat. All right, cool. This got my ID, my cards, my business cards, blah, 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 blah. My money, whatever. He pulls up. The baby bottle's in the car. Oh, you got money? Ain't you rich? Buy another one. It's like, as much as he know I don't need him, that bothers him. Happen.
So y'all hear Chrisean with a bunch of bullshit, and Chrisean is talking about how she didn't want to do a sleep stream with Blue because that's weird and she's uncomfortable with it and blah blah blah. She was just with him last weekend streaming. They just did a sleep stream last weekend, basically. And she was cool with it. Like, she was so overjoyed all weekend, last weekend, to be with Blueface. And now she wants to sit up and act like she's so uncomfortable with the idea of doing a sleep stream with him, sleeping in the same bed with him, all that. She just got done doing it last weekend. She's done all this shit before, and now she's trying to sit up and act like brand new and act like she's just so above it. And no, she's not. No, she's not. And mind you, when they were at the football game, not the football game, the baseball game, wasn't she was sitting on his lap damn near the whole time. She rubbing all over him, kissing all over him. Chrisean was showing Blueface more affection than she was showing Junior. Like, And now she's sitting up talking about she was uncomfortable with the sleep stream. No, you weren't. Just lying. Let me read y'all comments. This girl delusional as hell. Absolutely is. She she want to be his only dude in his butt. I probably she don't want nobody else to have that butt, but she want to sit up and act like she's just so disgusted about what Blueface got going on and what his preferences and fetishes and shit like that are. But she be playing into him, and she's been playing into him since she met him. So I don't know why she thinks she gets to get up on the internet and talk and act like she don't know what's going on and act like she's just so disgusted when she's been playing into the shit. I don't understand that. Welcome in, Letitia. Sorry, I forgot. Very much so desperate. Uh she's she's a lie. She just said in the Burberry store saying she likes being a nigga. And that's true. She went out her way to let everybody know. What did she say? I'm dragging all weekend. We know what that means when Chrisean says it. That means she's going to be on her masculine tip all weekend. She's not going to be feminine at all. And now, now that the situation is over, she wants to sit up and talk about how she's not masculine. She's not this, she's not that. You've been masculine for a very long time. A very long time. This isn't Blueface calling you masculine. It's not even new because Blueface, there's been several times before that Blueface has said something about how Chrisean wants to be a nigga and she can't act like a female and blah, blah, blah. This isn't new for Blueface saying it, and it's also not new for anybody else talking about how masculine Chrisean is. Chrisean is extremely masculine, always has been. Girl, you were very manly. Absolutely. Very, very manly. Imagine being too manly for for a gay man. Look, I'm telling y'all. This is crazy. And she does do way too much. Like I've never seen most men don't even act as like manly and just filled with testosterone as Chrisean does. Like, do y'all know like anytime Chrisean just starts acting real like manly and masculine, excuse me, it just seems like it's over the top. Like she's just doing way too much. And it'd be way too much for every single man that's around her too. You are manly as fuck if when you step into this masculine role and you start acting masculine, all the actual men around you are taken aback by it. So much so to the point that they think you're doing way too much and they don't even know how to deal with you. That's crazy. She thought she was more than weekend content, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Because if you weren't more than weekend content, then Blue would be flying out to Baltimore to hang out with you during the week. He don't have shit going on in LA during the week. He could easily fly out and hang out with you, just like he used to, for real. Well, I guess he wouldn't fly out anywhere, but Chrisean would be running around somewhere in LA, and Blue would always make sure that he had time to link up with her, even when he wasn't supposed to be with her. You know? But now it's like all he does is link up with her for content on the weekends, and for some reason she thinks that she's going to be running things. It seems like she's still trying to do shit just to like push Nevaeh out the house or like make Nevaeh mad enough to leave the house or something. I don't get why Chrisean thinks she's bigger than what she is in anybody's life. A bottle, like, girl, buy a new one. Yeah. Buy a new one. And of course, Junior should not be still on a bottle at this age anyway. But even if he is, you just go get another one. It's not that hard at all, Ciara was trying to set Blue up at the rest. She didn't call Uber, called her people to come up there. Yeah, I believe that too. And I said that I think it was the last video that I posted. I was talking about how I think that Blueface was making sure that he did a 24-hour stream for his own protection, basically, and for his own safety. And he wanted pretty much everything to be documented. Like, he didn't want to turn the cameras off at any point, because then that leaves him open for Chrisean to just start either doing whatever or saying whatever to him, and then she gets to make her own narrative about what happened, and the truth isn't there at all. Because we know how bad Chrisean lies, and she's famous for doing that. But I definitely think that she was trying to set him up too. I definitely think she was trying to set him up. And do y'all remember it was on yesterday's, I think, like, I want to say they were on the way to the baseball game when this happened. But her and Blue were in the back of the car, and Blueface was saying something to her, and Chrisean said, "I got something for you, just wait till later," or something like that. And I put it in my first video about their excursion or whatever. But I said, like, it because she kept on talking about that $60,000 too. And then she said that, "I got something for you, just wait till later. What do you have for him?" I'm pretty sure that she was trying to set him up too. And it just failed. I guess it's good for him that he saw the play and he saw what was going on, I guess. I don't think that that's completely deterred her or anything like that, because I feel like Chrisean is the type of person, if she wants you gone, she's gonna get you gone. Because she has multiple victims at this point now. All Blueface is gonna be is another one on the list. And I think we talked about, I want to say it was last live or the live before that, the last time we talked about it. But Chrisean, it seems like she's been allowed to get away with so much that she just thinks she's untouchable at this point. So she's just going to keep on doing whatever she wants, committing all kinds of crimes, everything like that, because she thinks she's not going to have any consequences for it. So I don't think, even if she does succeed, with getting Blueface up out of here, I highly doubt that he will be her last victim. Welcome in, Nature. Let me fast forward in the comments a little bit. The Burberry store bit had you chuckling. They had me chuckling. Like, I hate when people, like, have no decorum whatsoever and go out in public doing the most. And there was a few clips that I forgot to, like, go back and get for that video. But did y'all see that clip of Chrisean yelling in the store? Like, straight up yelling, talking loud as hell in the store? That shit irritated me so bad. And then they're in there, Chrisean is in there shadow boxing. She hits Blue in the face. She's banging on the counter, the glass counter with the wooden hanger, all kinds of shit. Like, it was just like a wild animal was let loose in that store. And Chrisean don't need to be in nobody's designer store at all. Just let her loose in, like, Walmart or something like that, and let it be it. Don't even take her to Target or nothing. $33K on speed dial. Oh, you know it. You know it. Has anybody checked 33K story? I'm gonna check it when we get off of here and see if he posted anything. Probably not, but she definitely has her business partner on speed dial. Yeah, like, when they was together, he had to tape her. He had to tape her all the time because she was batshit crazy. And I think that's what it still is. I think that now he wants to do 24-hour streams with her, because he wants to, of course, keep it on exposing her for who she is and the shit that she's doing. And that's why too Chrisean keeps on, oh, turn the camera off or put the camera down, throw the camera in the trash, blah, blah, blah. But then, and once again, she wants to talk about how she doesn't want to be on camera and blah, blah, blah. But this is like her fourth time going live about this situation. She wants to be on camera. The only reason why she didn't want to be on Blueface's camera and she wanted him to turn the camera off is because she had other shit going on and she was trying to line him up, basically. But besides that, she She's perfectly fine with being on camera. All she cares about is attention. That's what she thrives off of. So why would you not want to be on the camera now? We know Junior gonna be starving now. She refuses to buy a new bottle. She been sipping on that same moldy bottle since birth. That's true. She ain't gonna get him nothing else. If somebody else tells her to get one or they go buy him one, she might do a little something for him. But I wouldn't be surprised if like he don't eat again until they go back to Baltimore. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Junior hasn't had anything to eat all day or drink, I should say. I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't been fed all day at this point. But then too, was the bottle actually left in the car with Blueface? Because he never picked the bottle up and showed it, did he? Because Chrisean could have just been lying. She could have just been saying, oh, you left the bottle in the car and the bottle ain't even in the car for real. Just in hopes of like, she's gonna call Blueface and tell him that the bottle is in the car. They turn around, link back up with Chrisean to meet her to give her the bottle. They looking for the bottle in the car, and then somebody pulls up, get the deed done, and then go on about their business. You know? I don't think the bottle, I don't think she really cared about that bottle. I don't know if the bottle was still in the car or not, but it just seemed like more of a setup move than anything else. She used to do that in the beginning. That's why he started recording her years ago. She was always spinning the narratives. Yeah, and then even now, like Blueface, for some reason, when she spins the narratives, a lot of times Blueface will still not defend himself. It seems like he's starting to do it more now because I think the stories that Chrisean comes up with now are starting to get a little more egregious or whatever. But there's still certain times now where he still won't defend himself and come out and tell the truth. He'll just let Chrisean go with whatever lies she tells people. And that's it. So tomorrow Blueface is going to be lovey-dovey at the baby shower because Chrisean didn't do a 24-hour stream with him. Probably. Did he confirm if he was going to the baby shower though? I know I seen earlier, I didn't go back and watch any of the clips, but I seen earlier where there was a caption where they said that Nevaeh had asked him if he was going to the baby shower, but I didn't watch it. Chrisean tried to lie saying Blueface was holding her money. Ain't nobody holding Chrisean's money. Nobody's holding Chrisean's money. Always lying. She always talking about exes. Absolutely. When Blue took pics with his fan, she was ready to crash out, then did a shout out to Jason Lee. Yeah, did y'all see all the times? Because it wasn't just one time last night. There were multiple times last night where Blueface was taking pictures with his fans and Chrisean was acting annoyed by it. Like he don't take pictures with his fans everywhere he goes. And I don't know if she was mad because more people were asking him to take pictures than were asking her to take pictures. I don't know, but I don't like, that's nothing new either. He takes pictures with his fans everywhere he goes. So why are you so irritated about it now? It seemed like Chrisean was giving hater last night. Like the whole dynamic was different. If we think about like last weekend, right? And how Chrisean didn't shut the fuck up the whole weekend last weekend. She was more than happy to be in Blueface's presence, doing a 24-hour stream with him. Like she was perfectly cool with everything last weekend. And then this weekend, it's like a complete 180. Like she was just there basically, but she low key, like you could tell she had some type of like animosity built up with him or something like that. Like something was wrong. It didn't give the same thing as it did last weekend at all. And I feel like she was trying to set the stage last weekend too. Like, oh, look at me. I'm with this dude. I'm so happy to be with him, blah, blah, blah. But she was laying it on so thick that it gave insincere. And I feel like she was just setting that up for this weekend because I fully believe that Chrisean planned on getting Blueface up out of here this weekend. Fully believe it. But it just, her plan didn't work out. And it's only Saturday. She still got tomorrow. And I think she said she was going to be in LA on Monday. So she still got some time. She definitely still has time. You're here for my voice. What's up with my voice? Y'all keep saying y'all like my voice. I don't. Is it soothing or something? I don't know. I think I just have a regular voice, you know? But that's just me. They both have bodies. They do. They do. But my thing with Chrisean is I don't understand why she feels like she can call Blueface out for his like she don't have any. You know? Like Chrisean loves trying to snitch on people about shit that she's also done. It's always pot meat kettle. Blue didn't have to be an informant to cover bodies. What happened to that girl Z? Did that evil eye chain scare her off? Z. Is that the was that the girl that was helping her put her streaming room together? Is that what her name is, Z? I'm trying to remember. Chrisean go through so many so-called friends. I completely forget who these people are sometimes. She always needed a babysitter since baddies. That's true. That's true. They were acting a damn fool in the store. She even hit the crackhead dance. I seen that. And I know that sales associate wanted them out of that store so fucking bad. I wanted them out of there for him. I couldn't take much more of it. Like, I could not wait until they left that store. Chrisean was in there doing the most, and Blueface was just riding with it, basically. But then again, Blueface probably didn't even have a choice because it's not like he could tell her to calm down or anything like that. Because Chrisean would just be like, "Oh, you all like that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" And then it would just escalate it into a whole different situation, you know. So I guess Blueface couldn't do too much about it, but still, he was in there. He chose to take her in there with him. So, isn't she at her place today? Who, Chrisean? Chrisean is still in LA. I want to say she's I don't think she's staying in an Airbnb. I think she's staying in a hotel. But I do want to say she said she was there till Monday or something. I know she kept staring at him trying to get his fake ass romance movie moment. He was just like, yeah, he was not going for it for real. He was not going for it for real. You know, I think last weekend he kind of gave her like a little bit of leeway or whatever, but I don't think he was going for it this weekend. I don't think he was going for it this weekend. Hold on. You said my voice is beautiful. Oh, thank you. You know, when it's you, like it's you talking, you don't really think like it's your normal voice, so you don't really, just like it is what it is, But I appreciate it. You like calm down. That's what she loves to say. You all like that. You all like this. You all like that. Clip farming this, clip farming that. Okay, you got your clip, bro. Like, Chrisean is irritating. She is. And you know what the crazy part is? Chrisean always like accusing other people of clip farming, but 9 times out of 10 it's actually her that's doing it. It's usually her that's clip farming. It's usually her that's trying to clout chase, all that, but she wants to accuse other people of doing it. Let's go ahead and get into this next clip though.
I only said I punched him because he seen that everybody was like in the chat like, she just don't want to stream. What's wrong with that? I told you didn't want that. I told you I didn't want to play fight before we play fight. He don't be listening. Then when it don't go his way, I'm the problem. I told you I didn't want to play fight. Oh, you're so aggressive. You're so aggressive. I wasn't even that aggressive. I was very attentive. I didn't even hit him. He wanted to play fight. He put his jab out. I've been in the gym, I'm training. I don't know how fast my jab is till you test it. He tested my jab. He shouldn't have never tested me, bro. Like, that's the thing. These boys be testing females. You can't really test females, bro. Certain females you can't test. You gonna run into something.
Did everybody see the clip of she look crazy as hell? She do. She definitely do. Did y'all everybody see the clip of Chrisean hitting Blueface in the nose? Did everybody see that? Because Chrisean is in this clip talking about she didn't want to play fight, she didn't want to do this, she didn't want to do that. Blue is the one that didn't want to play fight. Like Blue was trying not to do anything with Chrisean, and Chrisean was the one trying to shadow box and play fight and everything else. And then she hit him in the nose, and now here she is in this clip. She's talking about, oh, well, I don't know what my jab is like until you test it. I'm training, blah, blah, blah. She hit him in the face on purpose. She absolutely hit him in the face on purpose. That there was nothing accidental about her hitting him. I agree. Your voice is pretty soft to the ear. You know how I get on Nevaeh and Rock's voice. I appreciate it, y'all. To me, this just my voice, you know, and I don't like it's a regular voice, but I appreciate it, y'all. You're behind on the live a few minutes. That's okay. We're not talking about too much. I'm so tired. I'm tired of the scrunchie too. I hope she stops wearing it soon. After she gets done with Jason Lee, because I'm pretty sure she probably wore it on the interview. But after she gets done, hopefully she takes this shit out and leaves it out. I'm pretty sure that it's a part of her. All these little scrunchies and shit are a part of her like pure innocent act. Because if y'all notice too, let me see. Y'all notice how she's back to not putting no eyelashes on? Anytime Chrisean is back in her like pure innocent Bible whatever, she stops getting her eyelashes and stuff done. And she does her makeup a certain way, and then she starts wearing the all white and blah blah blah. And I don't know why she's attempting to do that right now because it's so sloppy. You know, like you're online cussing. She keeps on talking about beating Blueface up, just saying all kinds of shit. But then she wants to get like dressed like she's just pure and innocent and don't have no extra going on at all. I'm not understanding it, but that's her attempt. Pink face bad as fuck. Welcome into the chat as always. Great to see you. You're not that late. We just really I think like the past 10-15 minutes we've been talking about Chrisean. Before that, we were talking about Blueface and Nevaeh. You're not that late. Hold on. Chrisean is with her friend Micah, the same Mika, who she was upset because she called her out. Oh, she's with Mika again? Didn't and correct me if I remember wrong, but didn't the last time Chrisean was with Mika, I remember she called her out, but didn't Chrisean like also leave her house dirty or came over there and ate up all her food or something like that? Didn't that happen? Or was that somebody else? I feel like that happened the last time they hung out. He did start the play fighting though. I seen it. He did a little fake jab real light, but she took it overboard. And that's what I was thinking. Like it was just like some simple stuff like little one done, like I'm gonna do this to you real quick, you do it back and we be done. But then she started her usual shadow boxing like a crackhead and then ended up hitting him in his nose. He said he didn't like the lashes done. She pulls them though. Oh, he said so since he said he doesn't like her lashes done, she stopped getting them done. And she definitely does pull her lashes out. I don't know how many of y'all follow me on Twitter, but the other day I was talking about how she only had the the two pieces left on the bottom. But she definitely pulls her eyelashes out. They are. I can't stand when she stops getting her eyelashes done because they're just so beady and they just make her look even crazier. And then I don't know what this makeup look is she's been doing. You can kind of see it like right here. But she's taking some kind of, I don't know if it's setting powder or like a whitish eyeshadow or something, and she keeps on putting it all around her eye area. So at certain points, you can see it better than others. Like you can't really see it that well right here. But the other day she was on live and she was all up in the camera. And you could tell that she just like packed that shit all around her eyes. And it just like this looks weird to me. Like, why don't you have any eyelashes at all? And then I don't, and then y'all remember like a few months ago when Chrisean was giving beauty advice and whatnot, and she was telling people about how she sets her makeup with hairspray. It looks like she did that again here today. Chrisean is a very strange person. She really is. Like the shit she does to her face, and her fans be running around talking about how naturally pretty she is. Chrisean does some weird shit to her face. She does. Like I see why people be saying she be shapeshifting and whatnot because it seems like it. Her teen alter loves scrunchies. Uh, you know, Krishan's top lip, Krishan's top lip could have like its own motion. You could make a whole Instagram page for Krishan's top lip. You could make a YouTube page for Krishan's top lip. It's like there's so little, but yet so much going on with her lip area at this point. You know, great to be here. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Kayla Rain. Ready for this woo chat. I have the nightly mama duties, but now I have a cup and fave chat. I'm late, but don't worry about being late ever. Don't worry about being late. As long as y'all are here. I appreciate you pulling up though, as always.
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
Yeah, if y'all are just coming into the chat, we haven't really talked about too much. There's nothing real, honestly, there's really nothing serious going on in this chat. We're we're just going over Chrisean and her bullshit basically. Before we got started with Chrisean, we did a little bit of Blueface and Nevaeh. But there's nothing too serious going on tonight. Chrisean definitely is dissociative, definitely. The lips are bumpy, they're crusty, they're pale. There's a lot going on with Chrisean's lips. There truly are. Um let's get into this next clip from Chrisean. I think I got like 3 or 4 more.
And privileges with me. You will never be streaming with me again. What are you talking about? What? You lost your streaming privileges, Jonathan. For real. Chat, me and him hung out without none of this. That's what I'm saying. He get toxic when he get performative. He start peeping like, dang, they noticing like I treat Chrisean different. Let me make it what it's not. You forcing it, bro.
Let me stop Chrisean right here. This is very delusional of her. Like I hate whenever somebody gives Chrisean the time of the day and she just starts like, of course they're gonna fall out, they're gonna get into it because everywhere Chrisean goes is an issue. But whenever somebody gives her just a little bit of attention on stream, they fall out, and then Chrisean starts doing the most about it. Like she's number one, she's saying that Blueface has lost his streaming privileges with her. I don't think he has. I don't think he has at all. I think if Blueface and Chrisean will be back on stream together by Monday, if not later on today. Honestly, I would not be surprised at all. But it's definitely not the last time y'all like will ever see Blueface streaming with Chrisean. I don't think that that's true at all. But then she starts talking about how um people thought like Blueface treats Chrisean better than he treats anybody else. Nobody thought that except for Chrisean and her fans. Nobody at all was under that assumption except for Chrisean and her fans. Nobody was pushing that bullshit narrative except for the Rocktards. That's it. I haven't seen or heard anybody else talking about Blueface treats Chrisean better than he treats anybody else. And then she's talking about everything every time X, Y, and Z happens, it's issue and it's her fault. That's what she does to Blueface. Every time it's an issue, she turns it around on him instead of just acknowledging her own weird ass behavior, and then it's an issue. You know? Let's keep going though.
He said, she about to go on Jason Lee and lie with me. How I'm going to go on Jason Lee and lie with you and I got receipts? I ain't going to lie. Every time I go to Jason Lee, every time I go to Jason Lee interviews, I bring receipts. He read it. He confirmed what he read. What is y'all talking about? I'm never lying on that man. I'm never lying on that man. I'm never lying on that man. I'm going to watch my mouth, though, because at the end of the day, I don't need to put the next person down for me to go up. You feel what I'm saying? I really want to get judged on my character for real. Like, that's why I didn't get mad. Y'all know, look, chat. Y'all know I was so calm. Y'all see how fast that jab was? When he kept trying to play fight me, he couldn't even handle my jab, bro. That's why every time he was cussing and trying to call me on my name, guess who's right there saving him? Security. Because he know not to play around with me, bro. Then he talking about, oh, I'm not going to go to jail. Blueface, I never called the cops. We always fought. What are you talking about? We always fought. What are you talking about? You'll play with me, I swing back. Instead of calling my brothers, calling people, doing stuff to you, no, I beat you up myself. I give you black eye myself. The fuck? That's why I don't like this whole situation, because the way it got so sour to the point where I don't recognize Chad, I just don't recognize him no more. Like, I don't recognize him. Like, he's someone that he's not. He's gone. He been like that for I ain't gonna hold you. He been like that, but it's like, call Blue Clip. Shout out to
Y'all heard Chrisean and all her delusions and bullshit and I just hate my whole thing with like this whole her keep going live is that she for some reason is acting like we didn't all see what happened. That's my biggest thing. Like, why do you have to keep on like trying to explain yourself and try to create a narrative as to why X, Y, and Z happened when we were literally there and we saw it? And not only were we there and we saw it, but like we can still go back and pull the clips up. And so you're trying to create like a new narrative for what? When we saw what happened. You were doing too much. Blue got tired of it. You were trying to make the stream about you, have everything your way, blah, blah, blah. You started being ungrateful. You started talking crazy to people. And that's how you and Junior got left at the restaurant. Which is crazy that it's not funny, but the way Junior was just in his stroller chilling, sleep, and Blueface just left them at the restaurant. And like I said in my last video, I know Chrisean unfortunately did the most to Junior last night. I know she did. You know, anytime something happens, Junior has to be the one that feels the wrath of Chrisean. And it really is too bad. But I hope he didn't get done too bad last night. I'll say that. For the common person suffering, my heart truly goes out. Life is hard, but for mirroring sociopaths as CR, I can't feel bad. Maybe if she ever helped Junior, but without my heart is met. Yeah, that's true. I feel the same way. Like if it's like a regular person and they have, mental health issues, um, I'm of course always gonna feel, remorse for them and feel sorry for them. But Krishan, this is her character too. I don't think for Krishan, like the shit that she does, I don't think it's just all based around mental illness. I think it's the way she was raised as well, and I think that that's her character and her personality. Cuz even if you look at her like her family, she's the exact same as everybody else in her family. She really is. And at times it seems like Krishan might be even worse than most people in her family. But it's just like the apple didn't fall too far from the tree, chip off the old block, all that. But it seems like she's she's operating just like the stock that she came from, basically. So I don't think it's all, of course, she's suffering from mental health diagnoses, of course. Like, no, I don't think anybody's denying that, but I think a lot of it is just her personality too, and it's just who she is. So I don't think everything that she does is attributed to the mental health illnesses, but I think a lot of it is just that's just who she is, you know, unfortunately. Cuz she an absolutely treacherous human being. I've never seen no shit like this in my life. Just no regard for human life, not even her own child's life. Most of the time, honestly, even though Krishan is an extremely selfish person, most of the time it seems like she doesn't even have any regard for her own life. Like she doesn't try to take care of herself. Krishan doesn't care if she has to sleep in airports or in cars or anything else. She doesn't It seems like she never cares about like vetting the people that she's around, I guess I would say. Like there's no limits as to who it will who it is that she will or won't hang out with. Like she doesn't care about anything like that. She's just a very like loose person basically, you know? Um I heard it take a while to build a case for court. Yeah, they've been building some on Krishan for some years now. And I think a lot of people, like when you talk about how Krishan is an informant and stuff like that, a lot of people think that like Krishan should have already been arrested. But like with just the stuff that like the average audience knows that Krishan is into, or they've heard something about like she's done or something like that, the feds still got to build cases for that stuff. So it's not like she would just, she did something on Monday, she's going to be in jail for it by Tuesday afternoon, you know? And I think a lot of people think that that's how it goes, but Krishan is doing a bunch of like fed crimes basically, right? It's not like it's like misdemeanor stuff like she went to the store and stole something so she's gonna get locked up for it immediately. It's nothing like that. Krishan does a lot, and people they have to build cases for her, you know. She swears she can beat that man. Blue will whoop her ass. Let's be for exactly. I don't know. And did y'all see how many times she mentioned beating him up? Because it wasn't like it was just one or two times. Like now it's like it's dead in her mind. Like she wants to beat his ass or something. And she keeps saying it like that's not a grown ass man. I don't care how much Coach Calvin and her fans and whoever else have hyped her head up about this boxing shit. At the end of the day, no matter how manly she is, Krishan is still a woman. And Blueface is what, 6'4" or something like that. And I don't know if he's still over 200 pounds, but I know when he first got out of prison, he was over 200 pounds. And he's definitely lost some weight since he's been out, but I'm gonna say he's still over 200 pounds. So this is a 6'4", 200 plus pound man. And no matter what way you want to slice it, you are still a woman that's smaller than him. Blueface will beat the fuck out of Krishan, just like he's done before. So I don't know why Chrisean is trying to act like, you know, she's just like the Incredible Hulk or something like that, and she's completely invincible. And it's very weird that as a woman, you're making like a whole campaign basically at a talking about how you would beat the fuck out of Blueface. That's so weird to me that as a woman, you're telling a man, like, you just keep on repeatedly telling a man that you'll beat the fuck out of him. And then you wonder why people are calling you manly and masculine because you're acting manly and masculine. It's an extremely manly thing for a woman to be running around telling a man that she's going to beat the fuck out of him. And she's going to beat him up and she's going to do this, that, and the third to him. Very masculine, Chrisean. Um, I'm tired of Chrisean. I was kind of hoping, honestly, y'all, I was kind of hoping that this weekend, since last weekend, you know, they went on their little vacation or whatever, I was kind of hoping that this weekend, like, we wouldn't hear from Chrisean. I was kind of hoping that her and Blueface would not link up, but then I had to think Nevaeh's baby showers this weekend, and Chrisean very obviously does not want Blueface around Nevaeh and the new baby and blah blah blah, right? So it makes sense that she will be hanging out with him, but at the same time, it's like I'm just tired. I'm tired of Chrisean. I'm super tired of Chrisean. I'm tired of her voice. I'm tired of these stupid ass stories she's be telling. I'm tired of hearing her deflect. I'm tired of her doing bullshit and then acting like it didn't happen. I'm just tired of Chrisean. Enough is enough. I really want Blueface to go back to acting like she don't exist. Go apologize to Jaden and get her back in the circus or something. Cause you know she ain't gone far. I know a lot of people think Jaden has left the circus permanently. No, she hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Blueface should go drop like 20,000 on Jaden and actually sincerely apologize to her. And I think that would reel her back in, you know, because none of these women have high standards. So I think that would be enough for her to come on back to the circus. You know, I would rather listen to Jaden and Sam than Chrisean at this point. It's just getting ridiculous. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she's just doing too much at this point. She's doing way too much at this point, and is I know some people. I've seen some people that they're I don't know why, but they're happy about the fact that Chrisean and Blueface are hanging out again. Like they're like, "Oh, the circus is back, and it's just like old times," and blah blah blah. I'm tired. Like I don't see any type of benefit to Chrisean and Blueface streaming together. I don't think it's entertaining for real. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Um, the way Chrisean like tries to act like she fake loves Blueface, but she's still giving him more love than she gives her own child. And then she's on stream neglecting Junior at the same time and doing weird shit with it. Like I just don't I don't see a benefit to it, you know? And I know Blueface wants to make the money and blah blah blah, but put Jaden back on stream. Him and Chrisean, they can do their big one behind the scenes every other weekend or something. But I don't want to hear about it when they do it. I don't. I don't want to hear nobody talking about it when they do it. I just do it behind the scenes. 'Cause I'm tired of Chrisean. Maybe she can come back next month or something. She thinks she's J-Lo in the movie. Chrisean is God, I'm tired of her. I am. I am so sick of her. I can't. And all this over explaining and doing the same shit over and over again. Hang it up. I did see her body slamming Junior on the bed. I need to go back and do like a Junior weekend review basically, because I posted a couple videos from Chrisean streaming with Junior, but I think Corey, I want to say it was Corey, the one that covered the story too, and he counted, and I think he said it was like 7 or 18 times that Chrisean body slam Junior on the bed, which was crazy to me. I've never seen anybody body slamming a special needs disabled child. You cannot play with them the same way that you play with a normal child. You can't. You absolutely can't. And the way Junior's head kept on hitting the bed, and it's not like Chrisean's mattress, that what 3-inch mattress is literally on the floor. And Chrisean is already strong as shit. So what if she like hits Junior's head way too hard or something? He already has brain damage. Like, I just don't, the way she handles Junior and the shit she does with him like he's a normal child, I cannot stand it. I really can't. It's just too much. Between all the extras with Blueface and the extras with Junior, it's too much at this point. I need a Chrisean break. I really do. Um, call it proof of life. That's true. That's true. I should call it proof of life. At least we know he's alive. I guess that's good. But it's just still too much. It's still too much. Um, we got a few more. I think we got 3 more clips. Let's keep going.
So we got to sleep in the same bed on stream. It just didn't make sense to me. It just sounded real inappropriate. That's one. 2. Nobody told you to spend $10,000 yesterday. Like, that had nothing to do with, I didn't ask for you to do all that. When a man try to bribe you and spend that much money, they try to control you. You can't control me. I have my own money. I could have spent the same couple dollars. So, you know what I'm saying? Then when I put boundaries in place, you flip out like a female. Like, you just start getting moody. Then he talking about, he's telling his stream, oh, I'm going to see her the next day. No, you're not. I'm going to be streaming with other people today. Like, what? You is not the only man that I know that streams. Like, I don't have to just stream with you. So, Chad, I'm just over here just trying to, like, he trying to, Yeah, he trying to control me for real. You can't control me, bro. Check.
Who was Chrisean talking to when she was like, he over here trying to, and then she was like, he trying to control me. Let me rewind it back. Hold on. Because was she talking to herself or was she, I don't understand.
Yeah, he trying to control me for real. I don't have to just stream with you. So, Chad, I'm just over here just trying to, like, he trying to Yeah, he trying to control me for real. You can't control me, bro.
Like, who was she talking to right there? I've never seen anybody. What you mean, Like, it was like, there's nobody else in the room with her besides, I don't even think Junior is in the room with her because we can't hear him or nothing, you know? But what you mean, Like, who's talking to you? You know? Why are you saying to the chat and then answering when whatever you were reading in the chat, they already put their complete thought down. There's nothing to say to, and then you answered immediately after you said Like, I think so too, Allie. I think she was talking to the voices in her head. That was that was crazy to me. Let me run it back again. Hold on.
I don't have to just stream with you. So, Chad, I'm just over here just trying to, like, he trying to Yeah, he trying to control me for real. You can't control me.
This is what I mean when I say she needs to take a break. Like, we don't need to see Chrisean for a little bit at all. She just needs to wind down, get her. I don't think Chrisean has ever been, or at least not any time in recent years, been completely under control mentally. But I feel like she's like completely losing it at this point. Like, she was already gone mentally, but I feel like within like the past like few weeks is like she's deteriorating even more, honestly. Like, I don't I don't like this. I don't like, you know, Chrisean has done a lot to Junior, of course, over the past 3 years. But it's almost like, and maybe it's because she's streaming with him now, so we get to see a little bit more. I don't know. But it's like you hate that Junior is left with her for real. And when she starts doing this shit like this, like answering the voices in her head on camera, it just it's like nobody should be around her at all. Nobody should be around her. She shouldn't be responsible for taking care of a child. And like I said, she's been having her mental issues for the whole time Junior has been alive. The whole time she was pregnant with him, everything. But it just seems like there's some added elements lately or something. Like she's definitely gotten worse.
Me, bro. Check. He can't control me, bro. Check. He really like with a sleep stream. So we gotta sleep in the same bed on stream. Some Dodgers tickets. Straight got the tickets. Okay, he sent the money, wooty 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 woo. Sure, he knew he didn't even have to send the money. He just sent the monies to cover his name. Like, all right, because I don't want her saying she paying for stuff. All right, it don't even matter who paid who what. You just spent $10K in the store or $5K to get to that. You just spent some money. Like, it didn't even matter who got the tickets, whatever. All right, boom. I don't want to go to no pool party, bro. That's a bad setting for me. I don't want to be in that atmosphere. So, all right, cool. Let's go to the game. Let's do something wholesome with the baby. Let's do some wholesome stuff. Like, I'm giving him ideas. I call people up. I make that happen. We get in the car. We there. I didn't want to really stream. Tell me why we pull up at the gate. The people like, you can't bring that camera in. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Cool. But I could tell he still wanted to be on stream, so I went TikTok live, Because it's like this adrenaline he get from hustling off a stream. And it's like, whatever. He thinking I'm scared to, like, be with him. Like I'm embarrassed of him. I'm not embarrassed of you, yo. One thing about it, I'm real about who I love. You feel what I'm saying? Period. Like, nobody ashamed sitting next to you, yo. Like, what's up? It's just, if you could put down 10, I could put down 10. If you could put a $500,000 down, I could put a $500,000 down. I can go 0 to 0, comma to comma. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that bothers him for real. It really do. Then he like, oh yeah, she gonna go to the Jason Lee interview. You wanna come, babe? That's what you wanna. You want it to be about us? It's not. You live your own separate life. I got my own separate life. I'm a boxer. You are whoever you are. You feel me? And sometimes it's crazy because the enemy will see stuff more than you will actually see. I'm trying to be like, cool and cordial. He's just like so, I don't want to call him jealous, but his behavior show jealousy. It shows jealousy. It doesn't show.
Mind you, this once again is Chrisean talking about herself. It's Chrisean projecting. She's saying that she's trying to be cool and cordial, and it gives jealousy on Blueface's end. But I didn't see one time last night where Blueface was acting jealous. We seen Chrisean get mad because he was talking to his female fans. We seen her start acting jealous because he was signing autographs and taking pictures with his fans, all that. But she's saying that he was jealous. And nobody is jealous except for her. Nobody is jealous except for her. She's still jealous of Nevaeh and the fact that Nevaeh is in the house and she's pregnant by him and the child is probably going to be healthy. She keeps on wanting to get Nevaeh out the house and blah, blah, blah. She's the only one that's jealous. And it seems like he's trying to, I'm pretty sure there's some ulterior motives here on Blueface's end as well. I don't think it's just like he's just cool with Chrisean and he likes hanging out with her or anything like that. No, there's some other shit going on, I'm sure. But it seems like Blueface is trying to be cool with her, but she's the one that's actually jealous for real. But for some reason, she keeps on trying to flip the narrative and act like she's the one that's cool and he's not,
Like, He's actually happy of my purposeful life. He don't like the fact that I have my own mind now. I put boundaries down. He want to control the situation. How? Nobody told you to spend 10K. What, it hurt your pockets? Who told you who told you spend it then? If you was gonna complain about it? Oh, your customer service. What you want me to up? Hey, yo, I ain't even beat you up because you hiding behind 3 people. There's 1, 2, 3. Bo, Trey, and I forgot the other guy name. So, yeah, I kept my ground, chat. I really did, yo. I kept my ground. And I say that with pride for real, because I was happy for myself. Like, dang, I was willing to do what I want to do. Even though I know it'll make you mad, I didn't feel bad that you was mad. I just let you be mad because I'm doing what I want to do. I don't want to stream 24 hours. He want the stream on while we sleep. No. Are we married? No. Like, what are we influencing? Then, you know, he was playing all our old songs. I don't do secular music no more.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Chrisean is just full of shit. Because like we talked about earlier in the live, they were just together on stream last weekend doing a 24-hour stream. The stream was recording them sleeping. She's sitting up here talking about she don't listen to secular music. That's all she listens to for real. When she needs to get up here and put on an act, then yeah, she puts on some gospel music. But she's been outside for the past few weekends dancing to secular music. Running around with her ass hanging out, running around in bras and shorts and everything else, acting like she's so holy. She was literally just in the mall yesterday wearing boxers and a sports bra that was 2 sizes too small. But she wants to sit up and talk about secular music. Your titties, the little bit of titty meat that you have left is literally spilling over this small ass bra that you have on while you're out in public. And you think because that shit was white, you're holy. But you want to sit up here and talk about how he was listening to secular music. That's all you fucking listen to, Chrisean. Mind you, a junkie too. Running around high. She was high last night at the game with Junior. And fuck just the mall, right? Even after the mall, while they were at the game, she had on a sports bra the whole time. High. Her and Blueface were both high. She was outside dancing to secular music at the baseball game last night. This is mental illness for real. It's mental illness, and then it's also her being on straight up bullshit. There's no way she's sitting in this car and she's talking about how he listens to secular music and that don't work for her and blah, blah, blah. Not even 24 hours ago, you were outside dancing to secular music and taking breaks in between you dancing to kiss all over Blueface. But then you have a problem with doing a 24-hour stream because it would show y'all laying in the bed together, even though y'all were just on stream last week laying in the bed together. Like, she's not making any sort of sense whatsoever. That's why I'm saying I'm very confused as to why it is that she keeps going live and trying to explain her side of things when we were there and we seen it all already. We were there, we seen it. I don't know why she keeps on doing this, because at this point, she's just making herself look even worse. Trying to create these narratives that go completely against everything that she has been doing since last weekend and before, basically. It doesn't make sense.
You know how somebody missed the old you and try to bring that out of you? And you're like so done with the old you, and it's like the connection, we cool, but we disconnect at times. Like, we disconnect. Like, he kept playing old songs I made, never dropped, knowing it's gonna get clipped. And I'm just like, dang, this person not just only against me, he against God. It's cool. Alright. Whatever. I gotta stay away from him, for real. In spite of us having a kid, like, he's spiraling right now. I don't know what that is, but I'm not finna spiral. Check, I'm telling you, I have a whole schedule. Yesterday, DMV, he picked me up from the airport. I said, look, check this out. I can go get my car, but I got errands, I got business to take care of. He like, you don't want to stream? I said, that's cool. So we go to so Jason Lee, Jason Lee was looking for a first class flight. I end up, cause I came for myself. Like, I didn't come for nobody, so I wouldn't have Blueface booking no flight for me if I didn't come for him. You know what I'm saying? All right, say if we want to hang out and you want to do family time, okay, book me and the baby flight. All right, cool, we with you. I was with myself. So Jason Lee was like, he hit me the next day saying, well, Chrisean, the first class was out, so that's why I wanted to do it for Saturday. Remind you, I gotta go to the DMV, so I already didn't book my flight and told Jason Lee, like, you could just book my flight back home on Monday after court, but I'm already here. So I have enough time to be ready, because, like, for example, chat, if the interview at 10 a.m. in the morning Saturday, I have to fly in Friday. And then he was trying to be courtesy to make sure I'm first class. I already just booked it. I didn't care if it was first class. It was a time crunch. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do what I had to do. Boom. I made sure, like, I had my artillery. Coach Calvin, he told me, like, look, check this out. We ain't gonna travel no more until, like, after the fight, Chrisean. I said, all right, bet. He called me back, like, you know you got a court date? Your fans talking about you got a court Monday. Something click on me. So I called a lawyer. I get up on it. I call my insurance. All that. I'm lining all of it up, but it was God for real, because everything was paid for. Everything was lined up for me to make sure I'm doing everything right. Plus, I ain't seen Jason Lee in a while. I would love to come on his platform to promote the fight, my new journey, my setbacks, what I'm struggling with, I'm not. Just be very transparent. It's a great platform to just be vulnerable with my followers. You know what I'm saying? My supporters, the haters, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no shame in my game right now. I'm not shameful of anything. So, this the chat. So, boom. He come get me from the airport. I'm telling him, you could drop me off at my car for real. He like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, but I think this streaming stuff starting to take a left turn with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling him, like, it's getting negative. Like, at first when we was hanging out, there was no negativity. Now that we are hanging out, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of like on camera. Like, now that we're hanging out on camera, there's a lot of negativity. When we wasn't on camera, it was no negativity. We was maturing. Everything was going great. But I think he read the comments. He hate looking simp, and then he just.
Once again, that's Chrisean talking about herself. That is Chrisean talking about herself. She's saying that he be reading the comments and blah, blah, blah. That's Chrisean. Chrisean be nowhere but the comments. And then she start trying to, like, reanalyze things and create new narratives and shit like that. That's Chrisean and nobody but Chrisean. But once again, she's trying to put that on Blueface. That's all Chrisean cares about, is the internet. And Blueface, you know, of course, Blueface is a streamer now, so of course he's going to be in the comments and things like that, right? But when has Blueface ever gave a fuck about what people are saying in the comments, for real? I mean, let's be serious for a second. When has Blueface ever gave a fuck about what people are saying in the comments? He'll read the comments, most definitely, but when has he actually truly cared about what people were saying? That's Chrisean that cares about what people say in the comments. If Blueface cared about what people were saying in the comments, he would be a whole different person. He don't give a damn. That's Chrisean. Everything is for the internet with Chrisean. All she cares about is what people are saying in the comments. Chrisean will try to create whole narratives based off of shit that people say in the comments. I'm tired of her. I can't stress enough how tired of her I am. I really can't.
He tried to go for that persona he is, and I'm just so grounded in who I am. I be like, rebuke, nigga. What, you good? But yeah, you know, he be like, oh yeah, like, he like when I cuss and stuff. He get a thrill out of the old Chrisean. I'm only like that around him. Why I'm not like that in the gym? Why I'm not like that at church? Why I'm not like that anywhere else? Because certain people, certain environments will try to pull that part of you that you didn't buried a long time ago. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So they like, oh, so yeah, you know, bro, just as much as you got, you know, other partners and stuff, I deal with other people on the side too. That I call them my friends because I'm just dating. I'm not sexually active. So
Lies. Chrisean is a whore. Not a hoe, but a whore. WHORE. The whole word whore. Of course, Chrisean isn't dating because nobody wants to date Chrisean. Nobody wants to date Chrisean, be in a relationship with her, anything like that. All she can do is get piped down, and that's it. And she keeps on going on with this celibacy shit and blah, blah, blah. You're not celibate because you're having sex with Blueface every weekend. There's no questions about it. You are. And y'all make it so obvious that y'all are having sex every weekend. I just don't get why she feels the need to keep lying and lying and lying when we can see this shit for ourselves and we can see what's going on with y'all. Especially you, Chrisean. Just keep lying. For what? Oh, I'm celibate. No, you're not. No, you're not. What the fuck? I don't get it. I really don't. Because she's grown, she can have sex with whoever she wants to, but why do you feel the need to keep lying and acting like you're so holy and you don't listen to secular music, you don't have sex, you don't do this, you don't do that. You do all of it. You do more than the average person does. So why act like you're not? Because most people, at this point, the only people that still believe that Chrisean is like this holy saved woman or whatever, and she's trying to turn her life around. The only people that still believe that are her fans. And I don't even think they believe her for real. I don't even think her fans truly believe her for real, but that's it. Nobody else believes her. So why is she still lying about this shit? Fuck are you lying about being celibate for? Like, I don't get it. She lies about being celibate. She lies about not drinking anymore, not smoking anymore, all that. And even if it's true that she doesn't drink and smoke anymore, which I don't believe it is at all, we can still tell that you're on heavy drugs. You're running around high and your pupils are all dilated and you're running around town acting like your mama and shit, acting just like baby Charla. We can tell that you're on hard drugs. So who cares about you not smoking anymore? Who cares about you not drinking anymore when you're still on drugs? Like, I don't get that. And she really thinks she's fooling everybody. And I had put the comment up here. I lost it, but somebody was talking about the live where she said that she wasn't drinking while she was pregnant and it was just juice and blah blah blah. I seen that and it was a bunch of bullshit. Because damn near everybody that was close to Chrisean while she was pregnant at this point has came out and confirmed that she was in fact drinking and smoking while pregnant. Even though we've already seen it, we all seen it in 4K with our own eyes. You know, I don't know why she's lying about that either. She keeps on lying about shit we've already seen her doing. So what is the point in lying about it? I really don't understand it at all.
when I see other men and stuff, hang out with them and stuff like that, that triggers him. Okay, like he like, oh yeah, you sending boys money. What are you talking about? It's a lot of people that depend on me. That's friends, that's male, female. If they need a couple dollars for some food, I'm sending it. If my little brother needs some food money, I'm sending it. He just called me today. His car got in the impound. He said, Chrisean, I need you. I sent it. What's wrong with me sending my little brother money? What's wrong with sending friends and family money? Oh, because I'm not sending you money? I gifted 100 subs in your chat. I supported your movement. That's about it. But even that, sowing a seed into a platform that doesn't really, you know, support God, it's just like, it was a lose-lose situation. I had no business doing that in the first place. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I be doing stuff and then Holy Spirit will correct me. I be like, oh my God. See how many security? I can't even beat you up.
This last part where she was talking about how she had sent Petey money because his car got impounded and blah blah blah. When Blue said that Chrisean be sending niggas money, that's not what he was talking about. And so she's online right now trying to vilify him and make it seem like he's tripping for sending her little brother money. That's no. And she knows that's not what he's talking about. What's wrong with sending family and friends money? What was wrong with sending family and friends money when your sister was watching your special needs disabled child for months? And instead of you sending her money, you chose to pay her back by calling the police on her and telling everybody that she was holding your son for ransom. What was wrong with sending family and friends money then? You be giving the problem with Chrisean is that Chrisean has no type of concept of the value of money, number one. And number two, whenever Chrisean has money, it goes to everything except for what it needs to go to. It goes to people that it doesn't need to go to. Chrisean wastes a great deal of her money on trying to bring harm onto other people. Cause even Blueface, of course, the word on the street is that she's put $150,000 on his head. That's how much the bag on his head is, right? 150,000. There's so much other shit she could have done for, even if she didn't want to do it for Junior. There's so much other shit she could have done for herself with $150,000 besides having somebody removed from this earth. Even with Ronnie, there was a price tag on Ronnie too. There was so much other shit she could have did with her life besides removing Ronnie from this earth. Because even just those two alone, that's around $200,000 that she could have spent on something else. Getting herself a permanent house, she could have bought, Chrisean could have moved down to the Atlanta area or something where real estate isn't extremely expensive. And she could have bought her and Junior or herself, because she don't care about what Junior has. But she could have bought herself a decent size practical house. You know what I'm saying? Could have bought it cash. She wouldn't have to worry about getting evicted or anything else happening to her. That's her spot. And instead of doing that, she's running around putting hits on people. And paying niggas to act like they're her boyfriend on camera and buying drugs with it and paying for all her bots on Instagram so she can keep saying that she has 4.5 or 4.4, however many followers she has now. I think it's 4.4 million it's at right now. That's the type of shit she spends her money on. A bunch of bullshit. And then she wants to sit up and act like she's doing the right thing with her money and she's taking care of her people and blah blah blah. Chrisean, no, you're not at all. You spend all your money on bullshit, just straight up bullshit, and the majority of it is either harmful to you, your child, other people. None of it is for any type of good. It's just a bunch of bullshit. That's what I mean when I say she has no concept of money at all. Like, she just thinks money should, she just uses her money for straight bullshit. That's it. She could be so far. If Chrisean wasn't so engulfed in just straight up bullshit, she could be so far ahead in life. She really could. But she's made so many enemies. She has people to pay back. All kinds of shit. She's right now, I think she has 5 or 6, 4 or 5, somewhere between 4 to 6 ongoing lawsuits. She owes people money for favors that didn't need to be done in the first place. There's just a lot going on. And if she didn't have all that shit going on, she could actually be in a very comfortable spot financially. But once again, she just spends all her money on bullshit. And it is sad and it's pathetic. It really is. Let me read a few of y'all comments and then we're gonna get up out of here. I think that was the last clip that I had. Um mm, we saw her on Jason Lee drinking. We saw her taking backwoods to the head full belly. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure like those specifically like that episode of Crazy in Love where she was sitting at the counter or whatever. I'm pretty sure that shit is still up on Zeus Network right now. And even there was another scene, I don't know if this scene was from Baddies or Crazy in Love, but Chrisean has like a kind of like a turquoise colored two-piece skirt slash shirt set on or whatever. And she's in the back room of some kind of Zeus Network event. I really want to say it was Baddies. And she's like the camera is across the room, but she's standing at the table that has like all the alcohol and refreshments and everything else on it. And she was talking about how somebody poured a shot and they were bluffing because they didn't finish it. And then she goes on to pour her own self a shot. And then the infamous scene where her and her family are at the Airbnb and she's telling Tareen, Tessa, whichever one it was, that she could have a shot and it won't hurt her because she can just get rid of the baby tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. We've seen all this shit. So when she gets up online and says that she wasn't drinking and it was just juice and blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Just like with the smoking thing. Um, I posted something on Twitter sometime, I want to say it was sometime last year or earlier this year or something like that. But Chrisean was doing promo for weed companies while she was pregnant. And I remember specifically there was one post that I made and it was a picture of Chrisean. Well, actually, it was a video of an ad that Chrisean did for a weed company. And she's heavily pregnant, at least 7, 8 months pregnant. And she's sitting out by the pool advertising this weed while pregnant. If you're not smoking weed while pregnant and you have um no gripes about smoking weed while pregnant or anything like that, you wouldn't be outside doing ads for weed. But you're smoking, you're still smoking, you see no problem with smoking while you're pregnant, anything like that. That's why it's so easy for you to do shit like that. And she acts like nobody pays attention to this shit for some reason. She's certified crazy. She definitely is. Yep, the Sharp interview on No Jumper too. She was drinking the whole time. And then, when Sharp asked her what was wrong in the very beginning of the interview, she said, either it's my period or I'm pregnant. If you think that you're pregnant, if you think that there's a possibility that you could be pregnant and you're still just drinking, just throwing back alcohol, that's the problem too. That's the problem too. But she didn't care. She did not care at all. Was just in there drunk as hell. Got so drunk to the point that she just lost all control of herself, threw that fucking tantrum. She's getting manhandled by security. She's kicking TVs off of walls, everything else. Like, I really think for some reason she thinks that the internet forgot about all this shit that she's done. Or she just doesn't think it's that serious. Why can't she leave God out of it? Because God is her she weaponizes God. God is supposed to be her shield, her everything. When people call Chrisean out for the bullshit that she does, she thinks that she throws God's name in it, then that's basically absorbing all of her responsibility, basically. Even though at this point, most people don't believe anything that she says regarding religion or anything like that. So I don't know why she's still going on with this holy act. Them chains are gone. All of them are gone. That's true. All of them are gone. She don't even have her,
Give me some Dodgers.
yeah, she don't even have her, from all these clips that I'm seeing, she don't even have her,
You hiding behind 3 people. Disconnect.
yeah, she don't even have her new cross chains on. I don't think she had them on yesterday either, if I remember right. She got to get some money from somewhere. Because I don't think Chrisean is making that much off of streaming. I really don't. I can see where Blueface is making a nice little chunk of change off of streaming, but I don't see where Chrisean is, because most people do not watch Chrisean stream. So if they know what's going on with her stream, it's because they're watching the clips, but most people are not watching her stream. And Chrisean also has a very small fan base. So they're not running her up like that to the point that she could just be making hella money off of streaming, you know? Blueface, yeah, but Chrisean, no, because most people do not want to watch that shit. Number one, Chrisean is boring. Number two, she's crazy. And number three, if Junior is involved, that's probably when her highest audience comes to, is when she has Junior on the camera. But besides that, nobody cares about Chrisean's stream. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if she's running around and she's still selling the rest of her jewelry and everything else just to make certain shit shake, which is pathetic. Now that you're not, for whatever reason, Chrisean is not 100% canceled or blackballed or anything like that, right? So she can still get a few bookings in. But instead of doing anything with beneficial with the money, she's just wasting it. And she's wasting it so much so to the point that she still has to get rid of jewelry and everything else just to make certain things happen. It's very pathetic, extremely pathetic. She's gonna pay for playing with God. She is. She absolutely is. She said I had juice and not gin and juice. Basically though, yeah. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling with that. I really don't. Cuz I'm pretty sure that, like, that infamous clip where she's in the club and she has the black dress on, the clip that she was talking about. I'm pretty sure that that's what led Glorilla to stop hanging out with Chrisean. Because if y'all remember, like, if y'all were around back then and y'all remember, after that night, we never seen Glorilla with Chrisean again. We never seen Glorilla mentioning Chrisean again. We never seen them on live together again. None of that. After that night. And it was one thing. And of course, Glorilla had already, by this point, Glorilla had already seen Chrisean smoking. She seen her rolling up in the car, even gave her a little heads up, like, hey, turn your camera around, whatever it was she said. But I think when she seen Chrisean drinking in the club, I think that was too much for her, because we have never seen Glorilla around Chrisean again. And we have never heard her mention Chrisean again. We've heard Chrisean mention her, but Glorilla never says anything back. And I can't blame Glorilla for not hanging out with her anymore either. Good for her. I don't know what Sexy Red's problem is and why she is still for some reason still giving Chrisean her moldy flowers, but somebody should get in her ear too about supporting Chrisean, because there's no way. There's really no way I would ever be caught supporting Chrisean with the type of shit that she does to her child and all the extras that she does, but whatever. No Jumper interview was a total breakdown. It was. I still go back and watch the No Jumper interview sometimes. Right, and she didn't know she was pregnant since she denied it for 6 months, and she drank on Shark interview and made a fool of herself. Yeah. I don't, honestly, I don't know how anybody is still saying that Chrisean wasn't drinking and smoking while she was pregnant, because we've seen it way too many times. Like, we've seen way too many instances. There's still too much on the internet today proving that Chrisean was smoking, drinking, doing narcotics, all of that while she was pregnant. And she never stopped. Because if y'all remember, the day Junior was born literally going through withdrawals. There's a video of I think Charla was holding him, and I don't remember who else was in the video. But Charla was holding him, and Junior is just shaking, clearly going through withdrawals. And then, of course, I think I covered it over here on my channel too. But when he was born not crying or anything. He wasn't breathing and he wasn't crying. And then he finally starts crying. There's a video of Charlotte holding him. He's shaking like a stripper, clearly going through withdrawals. And everybody, for some reason, like, there's so many people that are still in denial about the fact that Junior was born addicted to alcohol and drugs. Which is crazy because we already see Junior's condition now and how hard of a time he has and all the things that he can't do and things like that, right? But it it's like when you go back and you think about when he was first born and how he was clearly going through withdrawals. It's like it adds so much to it, basically. Like, you really feel sorry for Junior for real. And the fact that he's still in Chrisean's custody, you know? But then again, like we talked about before, not that many people would be able or willing to take care of Junior, you know? And it's an extremely sad situation, but not that many people would be willing or able to do it. Let me skip forward a little bit. I didn't realize I was that behind in the chat. Um mm, mm, mm. She stays sniffling. She always on some powder. Always. I want to see, like, Chrisean don't really have any flunkies anymore. I don't think she don't have nobody like how Jay and Marsh used to be, like how they just followed her around everywhere, no matter the city or state, no matter what time it was, how early her or how late it was. Jay and Marsh would always be with her. She don't have nobody like that anymore. But if anybody ever does link back up with Chrisean like that to the point that they're just with her at all times, I really want somebody to just like document, like just make like a compilation of all the times throughout the day that Chrisean is just snorting drugs. Because every time we see her, she's sniffling, she's tweaking her nose, she's wiping her nose. I really want to know how many times a day Chrisean is doing bumps. How many times a day she's doing it. I really want to see it. That's just me though. Y'all might not want to see it, but to me, every time we see her, all that sniffling and shit she's doing, and then she has the nerve to get up here and act like she's so saved and holy and blah blah blah. No, she's not. No, she's not. I swear she's not. The Dumb Rock Hard send subs to Blueface to attack Nevaeh. They're literally paying him to attack his girlfriend, and I noticed that too. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these fan bases, is just, it's like people are thrown off, you know? And you don't have to be a fan of Nevaeh. You don't. I always say that, like me personally, I'm not a fan of anybody. However, if you choose to be a fan of anybody, you know, that's on you. But when it gets to the point that you feel so strongly about a person that you don't even know, that you're willing to take your hard-earned money and send it to one of these people so that they can do something to the detriment of another one that you don't know. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's straight up insane. It's miserable. There is no way that I would ever send anything to Blueface in the first place. But to do it in hopes that he'll speak against Nevaeh, that is so weird to me. And I get, you know, people say, well, Nevaeh is stupid, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But that doesn't excuse Blueface's behavior. And it's so weird to me to see all these grown women in the comments that keep coming for Nevaeh. And they're picking at her about straight up bullshit. And I've kind of talked about it over here before, but like even a couple weeks ago, the whole thing with her hair, people were picking at her because she went and got a quick weave instead of getting her hair braided. And then her outfit choices and like she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Unless you go get a whole new like maternity wardrobe or um something like that, right? You're just gonna wear what you can. Because I remember when like my second child, so the last time I was pregnant was like back around COVID, right? And I didn't for the most part, I was just wearing like oversized shirts. And this was back when like the biker shorts or whatever had first really started getting big. So like a pair of like elastic biker shorts and a big t-shirt. I was pregnant during the summertime. That was my thing. You there wasn't really going to be too many times where you did not see me in that get up. Either some leggings or some biker shorts and just an oversized t-shirt. That's what you were going to get. It's the middle of summer. I'm pregnant. I'm hot. I'm uncomfortable. But for some reason, these women that be in the comments and chats and shit like that, they act like they've never been there. And they make fun of Nevaeh about it and they pick at her about it. And it's so weird to see. And then they laugh when Blueface does shit to her and like calling Nevaeh a walrus and making fun of Nevaeh's body and shit like that. They laugh when Blue does that. And they find it to be so funny for some reason. And it's so weird to me. I would never in a million years sit back and hype up a grown ass man talking shit to his pregnant baby mama. For what? For what? Like it's so weird to me. It really is. And I'll never support anybody doing that. I'm sorry, but I will not. That's so weird to me. Um like the girl that exposed her talking about Zanny bars. I remember that. And we I don't think well, you know what? I was gonna say I don't think we've heard from her since, but we have heard from her. Um I want to say like towards the end of last year. Y'all remember she was on Ray J's stream? Well, was it Ray J? I think it was the Shay Frost stream, but I want to say Ray J was there with Chrisean too. And she kept taking that girl's phone, or she took the girl's phone and wouldn't give it back to her or something like that. But aside from that, we haven't heard from that girl again. Uh, I don't give a fuck about these fuckers except for the innocent kids. And I agree. I agree. The only thing I've been saying lately is the amount of like weird shit that gets said to Nevaeh and shit like that as a pregnant woman by other women is disgusting and weird. But besides that, you're not wrong. Them people are all grown. The kids are the only victims for real. They really are. Because it seems like none of them really have parents that are truly looking out for them or think about them first before they make permanent decisions or anything like that. Especially Junior. Junior don't have nobody, Lord. Junior don't have nobody but himself. He just got to defend himself against Chrisean when he can. Y'all know every once in a while we'll see Junior put hands on Chrisean. Um, he'll bite her something, but that's all he can do. But besides that, it just is what it is. Um, what do they expect her to look like at 8 months pregnant? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 8 months pregnant. She's in Southern Cali. Like, I don't know if they expect her to get up and flat iron her hair every day and be walking around with a face full of makeup and have some kind of cute outfit on every day. I don't know what that's about. But for some reason, there's just so many people in the comments acting brand new, acting like they've never been pregnant before. They don't know what it's like to be heavily pregnant. They don't know how uncomfortable it is. They don't know how painful it can be. They don't know how, a lot of women, it gets to the point that you don't even care about getting up and really fixing yourself up. You just get to the point that you want the baby out of you. a lot of them, for some reason, are acting like they've never been through that before just because it's Nevaeh. And they sit up and make fun of her about it. Even the whole thing about like her not wearing a proper bra or whatever. Like most women that aren't pregnant don't even want to have a bra on for real. So they see a pregnant woman who's either wearing a sports bra or she's not wearing one at all, and they're acting like they don't understand it. True enough, most women might not be, on camera like that. That's true enough, but at the same time, don't sit up and act like it's just foreign to you. You ain't never you if you've had kids, you know the feeling. If you've been pregnant before, you know the feeling. I just hate to see people acting brand new and talking crazy about this girl for no reason whatsoever. You know what it's like to be pregnant if you've been pregnant before. So why are you acting like anything Nevaeh is doing is like unheard of or anything like that? That's the part that I don't understand. Very weird behavior. Um oh, I know, right? I don't even get that. Don't even get that big, but I was uncomfortable and so sleepy, like hormones hit me like a brick of a brick of naps. She doesn't have to wear makeup for her skin or anything, so it is so yeah, and that's true. I really don't understand why people, and once again, I don't see any men in the comments doing it. It's all women. It's all these women that are acting like they've never been pregnant before, and especially towards the end of your pregnancy, when you're big and heavily pregnant, like nobody's getting up every morning and doing their hair and putting a pound of makeup on and then having like uh some cute outfit on, because 9 times out of 10 you can't even fit in nothing cute. Like I said, you're gonna put a big t-shirt on. If you got some dresses, you're gonna put the dresses on, something like that, and that's gonna be the end of it. But you're never doing too much. And for some reason, they act like Nevaeh is supposed to get up every morning and put herself together like she's about to go walk the runway or something. And I don't understand that. Like they've been making fun of the way her butt is shaped and everything else. She's pregnant. Like I don't get that. I really do not get it at all. Every mother knows the last trimester feels the longest, and it does. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why they're acting like, they don't know what's going on for real. It is ridiculous. It really is. That's funny because Chrisean never wears a bra that fits and she's not pregnant. And that's true. Every time we see Chrisean, Chrisean, first of all, she barely ever wants to wear a shirt. She always has to be in some type of sports bra. Like I said, the little bit of titty meat she has left will be hanging out over the sports bra. And it's like, I don't know if people are just used to seeing her do it now, but nobody ever really says anything to her about it. But even yesterday when she was walking around the mall in a sports bra and underwear, to me, it'll never stop being crazy to me. Like I'll never be just desensitized to it. Because if I were to go to the mall right now and see somebody walking around in some boxers in a sports bra, I would be looking at them like they were fucking insane. Just like I was looking at Chrisean yesterday. There's nothing normal about what she does. And it's like now I don't even remember when the last time I seen Chrisean in like a normal outfit was. You know what I'm saying? Like even right now, like in these clips, right? She was on her way to Jason Lee, so she has her church attire on, right? I don't know when the last time it was that I've just seen Chrisean like in regular everyday clothing. Because all she ever wants to wear now is a sports bra that's 2 sizes too small and either some boy shorts or some type of spandex shorts that are 2, 3 sizes too small. She never has on any clothes that fit, and she never has on any real outfit for real. It's just always a sports bra and some shorts or some boxers if we're talking about yesterday. But she never wears any real clothes ever. I wonder what she's gonna do when the wintertime comes around. Mm. They're projecting their own self-hatred. I believe so too. Cuz to me, for you to be a woman and you've had children and you to me you don't even have to have had children for real. Being a woman is an experience for real. It seems like. Cuz if y'all have ever had like a conversation with a man about anything that goes on surrounding being a woman, they be completely out of the know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them do not get it or they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to talk about it, anything like that, right? But when you're a woman, it's like you know what other women go through, so you always have like that sliver of compassion for them. Even if it's somebody that you don't like, you understand when you see them going through it. And so when I see all these women that are just so comfortable with just picking at this woman about like basic shit that they should understand as women, it just gives miserable. It does. It gives like they just hate this girl for no reason. And my thing, and I've said this before, out of every adult in the circus, Nevaeh is the one that's done the least. Like she hasn't tried to set anybody up. She hasn't said anything extremely crazy about somebody else's kids. She hasn't threatened to have anybody unalived. She really hasn't done anything, you know? And I know a lot of people they're stuck on that whole her allegedly doing something with OnlyFans content while Jaden was pregnant. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, Nevaeh owed Jaden no type of loyalty whatsoever. That was Blueface. And for some reason, Jaden has so much smoke for Nevaeh, but she never had any for Blueface because she still ended up getting back with Blueface. Blueface proposed to her. She accepted the ring. She ended up we now know Jaden ended up getting pregnant by Blueface again, even though she did have an abortion. She fucked up her own relationship with Buki while Blueface was locked up because she was still having phone sex with Blueface and doing all the extras with him. But she never had no smoke for Blueface about what he was doing with Nevaeh while she was pregnant. But for some reason, everybody else should have all this smoke and animosity for Nevaeh for what was going on while Jaden was pregnant. And I just can't, and I'm not going to. I can't because once again, Blueface was not with Jaden while she was pregnant. Jaden was living in an apartment with Javon across town. Blueface was living in the house with Chrisean. And then on top of living in the house with Chrisean, he had bitches that he was messing with all over LA still. And everything else is fine, right? And even though Chrisean talked all this shit about Jaden and Jaden's kids, and she told Jaden she should have aborted Javon, and she was talking crazy about Journey the whole time Jaden was pregnant with her. She was the first person to leak Journey's baby pictures. Chrisean did a lot to Jaden, a whole lot. And Jaden still found it in her heart to forgive Chrisean and be riding around LA with her just drunk having a time. And that's the other thing too about like if we fast forward to current present day, right? And people are still talking about, how Jaden hit all those parked cars and how she wasn't drunk and blah, blah, blah. I believe she was because we've seen Jaden driving drunk before. Prime example is that day that she was out riding around with Chrisean. Jaden was just as drunk as Chrisean was, and she was driving. Both of them were outside drunk as hell, and Jaden was driving. Junior was in the back seat. They had Chrisean's niece and nephews in the back seat, and Jaden was most definitely drunk and driving. So I don't understand why people act like she wouldn't do it, with her own kids or anything, or there's no way she would drink and drive. We've seen her do it before, But all in all, right, she still forgave Chrisean for everything she did to her. But for some reason, we're supposed to be just making Nevaeh's life a living hell while she's pregnant. But she could forgive Chrisean. Chrisean and try to get Jaden and her kids completely up out of here. She done made all type of threats to Jaden. She said a lot, talked a lot of shit about Javon and Journey, all kinds of weird shit. She running around with Javon's underwear on, all kinds of weird shit. And all of that shit was forgivable. But when it comes to Nevaeh, in this one single OnlyFans post that Blueface was very much so eager to be in, we got to make Nevaeh's pregnancy a living hell about it. I'm not doing that. It just is, it's a bunch of bullshit. I don't care about that at all. I don't. If you can forgive a bitch for threatening you and your kids' lives and calling you all kinds of names and talking about your body and doing this, that, and the third, you can forgive a girl for what would she say happened? Nevaeh recorded Blueface giving her head or something. She can forgive Nevaeh for that or just leave her alone. If you can forgive Chrisean for all the shit that she's done to you and to your children, you can forgive Nevaeh for making a sex tape with your fucking baby daddy. You absolutely can. I'm not finna bully no pregnant woman just because she had sex with your man your baby daddy, because that was not Jaden's man while she was pregnant. I'm not finna bully no pregnant woman just because she had sex with your baby daddy while you were pregnant 4 years ago. I'm just not doing that. That's weird. Extremely weird. Let me read a couple more and then we're gonna get up out of here. Is because Nevaeh is beautiful. I think so too. And I've said that before over here. I think Nevaeh is the prettiest one out of all the Blueface girls, and she's naturally pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have to do a lot, but a lot of people, they try to count Nevaeh out because they talk about her hair and blah blah blah. But Nevaeh is not ugly at all, and she don't need nothing. Nevaeh doesn't have to wear makeup. She is just naturally pretty. And I think Nevaeh looks the best in her natural state. Like when she starts putting like the wigs on and coloring her hair and the makeup and stuff like that, I don't think she needs none of that. You know what I'm saying? If she just wants to put, get her eyelashes done or something cool, but Nevaeh is very pretty just on her own. And people like to sit up and talk about, like, call her King Harris and blah blah blah. She's not an ugly girl at all. She's not. Face card wise, she's the best looking one out of all the Blueface's girls. And body wise, she has the best body out of all the Blueface's girls too. So they want to sit up and call her SpongeBob cheeks and blah 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 because she's pregnant and her body is going through changes. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Nevaeh at all. And if y'all have seen Nevaeh's pictures from before she got pregnant, Nevaeh's body is perfect. As close to perfect as perfect can be, and it's natural. So when all these Jaden fans and Chrisean fans and blah blah blah, when they sit up and they start talking about Nevaeh and talking about her looks and how she's built and blah blah blah, it just gives miserable and hating basically. Because Nevaeh is absolutely the best looking one out of all of them. And completely natural with it. She don't have to get up and put on a face full of makeup just to stream or just to go outside and talk to people. She don't have to paint her lips on so that her top lip isn't completely missing. She didn't have to go lay on no table and get chopped up just to feel good about herself and then let them botch her. She didn't have to do none of that. And I think that's a lot. I think that too, if we want to be real about something, I think that too is why Jaden don't like Nevaeh so much. I think that's why she has so much hate and vitriol for Nevaeh. Because out of everybody that Blueface has slept with and cheated with and everything like that, right? Nobody has gotten as much hate from Jaden as Nevaeh has. And I think I told y'all before, back when Blueface was locked up, there was a point in time that Nevaeh something happened with Chrisean and Nevaeh came out and spoke on it. And Nevaeh was basically sending a threat to Chrisean, like she would line it up with her, basically, right? And that same live that she did that, Nevaeh mentioned Jaden. And she said that her and Jaden didn't have no problem. She was cool with Jaden. She liked Jaden. She don't have no issue with her, blah, 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 right? Jaden did not come out and say anything. She didn't come out and say anything. And I don't know if it's because she didn't see Nevaeh as a threat back then. Like Blueface wasn't like she wasn't like Blueface's number one or anything like that. But it's very weird to me how all of a sudden, even though that happened, all of a sudden when Nevaeh becomes the one that's living in the house with Blueface and she becomes the technical main or whatever, right? Now all of a sudden Jaden has so much to say about her. But if I didn't like somebody, right? Or if I had like a huge problem with somebody, if they were to get up on live and say that they don't have a problem with me and blah, 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 and mention my name, the first thing I would do is be responding to it. Like, bitch, you might not have a problem with me, but I have a problem with you. And this is my problem with you. Jaden did not do that. But then as soon as Nevaeh gets pregnant, moves in the house, all that shit, now all of a sudden she has a problem with Nevaeh. I don't understand that. And clearly, once again, Jaden does not care about Blueface sleeping around with other women because isn't she doing a stream with BB tonight? And at one point, her and BB were sharing Blueface. She didn't have a problem with Jiggy while they were sharing. She didn't have a problem with so many people while they were sharing Blueface with her. While all of them are sharing Blueface. But Jaden picks and chooses like hell about who it is that she has problems with out of all of Blueface's conquests. She picks and chooses so bad. That's why I can't take the shit seriously. I can't. That's why I'm looking at Jaden's fans when they do that shit. Oh, well, Jaden doesn't like her, so we don't like her either. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Jaden picks and chooses who she has a problem with and who she doesn't. And they all be on the same shit, but she picks and chooses who she has a problem with and who she doesn't. Wasn't she just on stream trying to throw shade at Megan Thee Stallion a couple weeks ago? Or last week, whenever it was? But now she's hanging out with BB this weekend. Her and Ashley were cool at one point. I think they are still cool. But then she has a problem with Nevaeh, even though Nevaeh didn't do anything different than the rest of them did. Shit, because didn't Ashley have sex with Blueface like on camera during the stream or whatever? And Jaden's still cool with her? Like, Jaden picks and chooses. I don't care about what her fans have to say about, oh, this person did this to Jaden and this person did that, blah, blah, blah. Jaden picks and chooses. Straight like that. She picks and chooses. I can't take it seriously. I just looked up her pictures. You're right. Nevaeh looks good pre-pregnancy. Yeah, very beautiful girl. Very beautiful girl. I hate that they try to play with her and act like she's like somebody's rag doll or something like that. That girl is not ugly at all. That girl is not ugly at all. And I hope when she has her baby, she has like a complete like, and she's not ugly now that she's pregnant. Don't get me wrong, but I want her to have like a complete post-pregnancy glow up and just go back to shitting on all Blueface's other hoes. You know what I'm saying? Chrisean, Jaden, all of them. Because I don't get how like Jaden's fans sit up and they hype her up about having a pound of makeup on and, oh, she's the best looking one, blah, blah, blah. But then you count Nevaeh out just because she don't feel the need to put makeup on every day. And she don't feel the need to sit up and flat iron her hair and heat damage her hair and all that every day. Did y'all see like a month or so ago when Jaden was getting her hair done and she did like a reveal of her own hair and her hair was fucking fried? Did y'all see that? I mean, Jaden's natural hair was fucked up. Like the ends are dead. She has split ends. It's dry. It's not moisturized whatsoever. It's thinning. It looked crazy. Jaden don't need to be doing she don't need to be doing any more flat iron, like heat styling. She don't need to be doing no more wigs, braids, none of that. Jaden just needs to let her hair breathe, and she needs to be doing deep conditioning treatments, keratin treatments, all that shit. She needs to do what she can every week to bring her hair back to life. And for some reason, when she showed her hair, when she did a hair reveal, right? She was turned around and she was like kind of swinging her hair a little bit, like it actually had some life. Jaden's hair was pathetic. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It looked bad. But then Jaden's fans want to sit up and talk about Nevaeh's hair. When Nevaeh's hair is curly, is healthy, it looks fine. But because she doesn't get up and, flat iron it or put a wig on every day or anything like that, they talk shit about her hair when her hair is perfectly fine. I don't understand it. You seen the hair? The hair was a mess. An absolute mess. And they swear. But then they sit up and they talk about Nevaeh's hair. I don't understand that. Nevaeh got a head full of healthy, juicy curls, and Jaden's hair is barely clinging to life. Her natural hair is barely clinging to life. I got to go back and find that live because I can't believe the way. I could not believe the way her hair looked. It looked terrible, didn't it? And she really had the nerve to turn it into a boomerang, like, and try to act like she was swinging it, and the hair was barely even moving. Jaden's hair looked absolutely terrible. When you hear the term fried, dyed, and laid to the side, that was Jaden's hair. Just fried and dyed and dead. It did not look good whatsoever. But then when they see a head full of juicy, healthy curls, they talk about her hair. Man, you cannot make this shit up at all, I swear. Yeah, and you know what? We give credit where credit is due, but I feel you. Chrisean does have some nice hair too, but she absolutely is still evil. But we can give her credit when credit is due. I was looking at her hair actually last weekend when she was in the hot tub. I had zoned out for a minute and I was looking at her hair, and her hair does look really healthy now. But it's just too bad she's such an evil bitch. But her hair looks healthy too. But Jaden got to catch up for real. She do. It's been a while since I've seen somebody's hair look that bad. It really has. And for her to, I just can't get over how she did a boomerang with it and tried to swing the hair around, and the hair wasn't even moving for real. And it was just thin and dull and dusty and no type of luster to it. It just looked crazy. Extra damage, all kinds of heat damage. Like, and it seems like most of the time now Jaden either has a sew-in or a weave or something like that. So I'm really not understanding how her hair is as damaged as it is. Cause that long black curly hair that she's been wearing, that's not her real hair. That's a weave. So if her hair is always in a weave or something, her natural hair should be braided and protected underneath. And then of course she should still be taking care of it when the weave comes out, doing deep conditioning treatments and whatnot. I'm having a hard time understanding how it is that her hair looks that bad. That's just me though. Not the ends were at their end. They were though. They absolutely were. Jaden's hair looked a mess, an absolute mess. And she swore she was doing her big one. Extra stiff. The ends were at their ends. It did not look good at all. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I see these same people that were in her comments hyping her up. They be talking about Nevaeh's hair just because she don't do it every day. But y'all won't tell your home or your your fave. I won't even say homegirl because y'all don't know that girl, but y'all won't even tell your fave that she needs to step away from all the styling shit and just let her hair breathe. She needs to do a good trim, get a good repair system going, deep conditioning treatments, find whatever kind of keratin system she wants to use, and that just needs to be her focus for a while, but nothing else besides that needs to be done. You know? I don't get it. That was it though, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank y'all for pulling up. Oh, before I go, let me not forget. Thank you again, Jackie, for the 20 jewels. Kayla Rain, thank you for the $5 super chat. Vanity, thank you for the 2 jewels. Leisha, thank you for the 10 jewels. And In Search of 999, thank you for the 80 jewels. I appreciate it as always.
Cash make the coochie go woo woo.
We might do a live tomorrow. I'll keep an eye out and see what's going on with these people. If not, I'm gonna still be releasing videos tomorrow, of course. I haven't completely decided if we're gonna do a live though or not, but I will try to let y'all know by at least 2 p.m. Eastern time if we are doing a live. But once again, thank y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Everybody have a good night. Bye.